Hello all and welcome to Zillion channel. In this video, I will talk about pierce and critical sculptures, also known as the runes. So before I go into the runes itself, let me just go into the ability page here and details. So under the details page here, you can see that there's the critical here. So critical, there's like a critical rate and critical damage. Same for the resistance, you have the critical rate resistance and critical damage resistance. So for the pierce itself, if you scroll down here, you can see there's the pierce and the pierce power. So pierce is much more like the pierce rate. Then if you scroll down a bit, you will see there's two pierce resistance here. So the issue with this to pierce resistance here is because of the direct translations. So pierce resistance in Korean is actually called as the Gwangtong Johang, and pierce power resistance is called as the Gwangtong Ryong Johan. So if the developer are using translations directly from the Korea server into the English versions using Google, you could you actually get both called as the penetration resistance. So I believe because of due to the direct Google translations, they just put both pierce resistance here, this causing the translations issue at here. So how to differentiate these two here is that so go back into the rune itself. It's also the same thing happened to the rune for the pierce resistance here. So one thing is that we have the critical damage resistance, nicely written as critical damage. We also have a, let me just check. So you can see that the tenacity and the metal like pierce here, not pierce here, you can see that this two here is written as pure resistance, but the functions of these two are really totally different. So back to the ability page here and scroll down. Right now my pure resistance on the left side is 5% and on the right side it's actually 0%. So how I could differentiate this one here is I have an equipment here, pierce resistant plus 30. So if I equip this here, you can see that pierce resistant means the rate is actually located on the left side here. So this is actually the pierce resistant power, and by comparing, let me just equip back the normal one to 5%. So comparing these two rune here to differentiate these two, where is it? Yep. So if I equip this one here, 5%, let me just go back to the ability. Scroll now, and you can see this one here is actually the pierce power resistance here. So this is the tenacity rune. Back to sculptures. So this is the tenacity runes. It's actually meant for the pierce power, and of course the metal one. If we go back into here, details, and you will see the metal one actually add to pierce resistance, but not the pierce resistant power. So you could see that if it's a critical resistant damage, it will put it as critical resistance, and critical damage resistant. Yep, critical damage resistant. And if for the rate resistance itself, it's actually named as the critical hit resistant in here. So this is how you differentiate the resistance stone. They have different name as well. So this is called as the mastery, and for this one here is called as the patient. So yeah, this is all I would like to talk about the rune. And for the damage part, is kind of quite straightforward. It's called as the pure powers. So you might have another one called as the pure rate power. And same for the critical, you have the critical rate and the critical damage rate there. So yeah, this would be all for this video here, and thanks for watching.